Good morning. Glad to see y'all. Today we're going to learn about something new in math called fractions. What is a fraction? Well, let's take a look and see. I'm going to put the word definition up here first. A fraction is nothing more than a part of a whole. Now you're probably wondering, what does that mean? Well, I'm going to begin to show you. Many of you have probably gone to a restaurant and gotten a pizza. Let me get my other board here. My favorite kind of pizza is pizza with extra cheese. What is your favorite? Tell somebody that you're with what your favorite kind of pizza is. Mine is extra cheese. Now, here's my pizza. Suppose two people want to eat from that pizza. Okay? Two people are going to share that pizza, but they both want equal parts. We learned earlier that equal means they are the same. So we're going to divide our pizza into two pieces for those two friends. Here we go. I divided it exactly in half. I have one piece here, one piece here. Each of those pieces are called a fraction. Right now, I have two fractions, two pieces, two fractions, 1 and 2. I have two parts to my pizza, 1, 2. How many pizzas do I have altogether? I'm sure you know. I have one whole pizza with two parts. So in my pizza, I have two parts. The number of equal parts that we have is what goes on the bottom of this very special number. Here are two pieces, 1, 2. That number goes right here. Now, suppose I came along and I ate my part of the pizza. How many pieces did I eat? I ate 1. 1 out of those two slices is how many pieces of pizza that I ate. Well, how many do I have left? I still have one portion of that pizza left. 1 out of 2 is how many pieces are left. Now, we say this word, this number here, this is called a fraction. The bottom number tells us how many equal pieces, they must be equal. The top number tells us how many are left in that piece or that whole, or how many did we take away. In this instance, we took 1 away, but we still have 1 left. This is called a fraction, and we say it 1/2. Again, we say it 1/2. We have 2 equal pieces, and one of them got used up, and we say that number 1/2. Okay, now let's try it again. This time, I'm going to divide my pizza a little bit differently, and let's see if we still have 1/2. This time, I'm going to divide my pizza like this. How many pieces do I have? I have 2 pieces. There's 1. There's 2. Okay, there's my side. That's the extra cheese side. We have 2 pieces. We have 1, 2. So when I write my fraction, I'm going to draw a line. The number underneath tells us how many pieces we have all together. I have 2 pieces. And this time, I'm going to eat 1. How many did I eat? I ate 1 out of 2, or I ate 1/2. We can say it either way, 1 out of 2 or 1/2, but most people say it 1/2. Here's the 1/2 that got eaten. How many slices are left? There are 1 out of 2. There are 1/2 pieces left. They are both exactly the same. They must be exactly the same to have a fraction. All right, now let's see. Somebody came along and they say, hey, I want a slice of that pizza. But this time, they took this much and left this much. Do we still have 2 pieces? Yes. 1, 2. Are they exactly the same? No. So that cannot be a fraction. They must be exactly the same. Now, let's take another shape. Let's suppose I have a rectangle. Let's go ahead and draw a rectangle. You can go ahead and draw one at home. That would probably help you. Okay, there's a rectangle. I'm going to divide my rectangle into two equal pieces right down the middle. It's like if we took a piece of paper in school and I told you to make a hamburger or a hot dog or fold it vertically or horizontally. When you put the ends together, that made a paper that was exactly in half. I have 2 sections, 1, 2. Okay, they're exactly the half, the same. Now I ripped my paper in half and I took one of them away. So I had 2 altogether and I used up 1. So I would say that number 1/2. How many pieces do I have left? 1 out of 2. Okay, so I had 2 altogether and I took 1 away. I still have 1 left. Okay, let's draw it a little bit differently now. I'll draw a rectangle. But this time I'm going to draw a line exactly in half this way. I still have 2 pieces. They are exactly the same. I'm going to color one red, one black. How many of my parts of my fraction are colored red? 1. So we would write that number 1/2, 1 out of 2, or 1/2. I would say 1/2 of my rectangle is red and 1/2 of my rectangle is black. It is still 1/2. The 2 means how many pieces. The 1 means whatever we're looking at. This time it was a black, the other time it was a red. Okay? Go ahead, draw another rectangle. This time I'm going to go end to end like this. Are they exactly the same? It sure looks like it. What would be one way I could find out if they were exactly the same? Well, I could cut it out on this line and turn it and flip it until it went over that other shape. Then you would see they are exactly the same. 1/2 is black. 1/2 is red. Okay, now we have special words for the numbers in the denominator, in the fraction. So let's go ahead and talk about those words for a minute. I'm going to write the fraction 1/2. There are special words that we say for these numbers. This number is a 1. That means how many we used or how many were left. But that number is called a, let me be quiet while I write it. The top number in a fraction is called a numerator. That's a really big word, okay? Let's see if we can divide it up. Numerator. It has 4 syllables, okay? Nu, u, er says sound. Numerator. So we have a numerator. The bottom word is even bigger, so I'm going to have to write it down here. Then I'm going to be quiet while I write it. Now, I'll bet some of you can see some words in there. Here's the word in, here's the word a, and I see some nonsense words. Here's one, nom, well, let's see, nom, in, a, tour. How many syllables is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is why we learn nonsense words, scholars. Here's one. Okay, here's another one. That's why we learn nonsense words. Oops, I went right over my eye. The denominator is the bottom number in a fraction. A numerator is the top number in a fraction. It's very important to know. I better take my extra T's off of here. There's another way we can look at fractions, and I'm going to put 2 circles up here. I'm going to put 2 cookies up here. There's my set. Okay, I'm going to put a circle around. This is my set of 2 cookies. How many cookies are in that set? 2, exactly. That would go on the bottom of my numerator. Now from my set, this is a whole set, a little bit different than the pizza when it was all connected. These are 2 separate cookies. If I had to do that, I would use chocolate chip cookies, my most favorite cookie. But now someone came along and they said, hey, can I have one of those? I say, sure. So guess what? I'm going to take that cookie away. How many cookies do I have left? I have 1. 1/2 of my cookies in my set got eaten. How many cookies were left? 1/2. So I took 1 away. There is 1 left. 1/2 is still in my set. The other half is now eaten. That's just like, suppose at home, let's make it a little bit like at home. Suppose we had 2 people. You all know I'm not the best artist. You know, that's how you girls like to draw your hair. We got 2 people. And I don't know, we're going to say Eli over here has a plate of cookies. And on his plate, he has 2 of them. That's his set. Eli has 2 cookies. Well, let's see who could come along. Suppose Jasleen came along and said, hey, Eli, can I have 1/2 of your cookies? Eli, of course, says, what do you think Eli would say? Yes. So he's going to give her 1/2 of his cookies. Let's write the fraction. We have 2 cookies in our set. So how many is he going to give Jasleen to give her 1/2? Yes, he's going to take one of his cookies, so nice of Eli, and give it to Jasleen. Now, Eli has 1/2 of that set, and Jasleen has the other set. Okay, there were 1, 2 altogether, and now they each have 1/2. They each have 1 cookie. Okay, so today we learned about what fractions are, and we learned what 1/2 means. We learned the words numerator and denominator. A numerator is the top number in the fraction, that's the part, and the bottom number is how many equal. That's so important to know. How many equal pieces do we have? Okay, see how many fractions you can make around your house.